welcome in everyone to another 2004Scape random upload. Today is my random upload number 13. Firstly, I want to say thank you to everyone who is still supporting the channel and the videos. You guys are awesome. But a week ago, I made a video on road to 80 plus range. We started this grind officially from 75 range, and it took me over a week to complete. Here we are on December 11th, and I started on December 2nd, and we finally achieved 80 range today. But before I continue with that, yes, I bought my ranger boots back in the game. In my last video I sold them. In this video I bought them back. That doesn't make any sense, right? Well, like I expressed in my last video, I regretted selling my ranger boots 10 minutes after I sold them. My reasoning to selling these in the last video, like I already explained, was because I didn't want to risk losing them if I was to DC while killing blue dragons. But then my mind was like, okay, why don't you just leave them in the bank and just go with the boots of lightness, because you do have to run back to the blue dragons, right? I knew that I was going to buy them, and I knew that I was going to share with you guys and explain once more why I did what I did. Anyways, enough about that. Let's go ahead and get back to this video. I went on a shopping spree with the iron darts. I actually bought close to 50,000 iron darts, and I've only recorded some of my trades. We also invested more into food. I think I'm going to be going back to trading my melee stats, my defense level specifically. I want to get this to 90, so this way I can have 90 base melee stats. I think 90 base melee stats will look nice in the game. And I'll be 113 combat when I achieve this. And what else did we buy? We bought super strengths as well in the game. We now are, I would say, 95% ready for the Kalphite Queen. We have over 2k sharks in the bank. We have 10 mil cash stack. So if we do need to, buy some more supplies, we're good there. And speaking of the Kalphite Queen, I do have a team ready. Yeah, I actually recruited 2 of you so far on my friends list, but there's room for more. Honestly, there's really no limit. I would actually very much would like to have a KQ mass eventually, but for the first couple of weeks of the KQ, I am definitely just going to be running in a small team. But yeah, we recruited Rune, who's actually 103 combat, I believe. And then there's Elite Goku, who's actually 110 combat almost in the game. So that's a nice plus right there. They're both at 90 plus range, I think. I'm definitely going to be not much of a help in the second form, but hey, 80 range is actually a good level to, still for the Kalphite Queen, believe it or not. You go to guide videos or even to the guide on OSRS wiki, they do recommend having at least 75 plus range. We have 5 levels on that. So I think we're okay in range levels, but I am going to continue to train my range level, guys. I do want to try knock out 85 range before the new year, so we'll see how that goes, including 90 defense like I mentioned. But yeah, we have at least 100 supersets. We have over 100 prayer potions. I can actually add on another 100 prayer potions. I just gotta make them. Right now, I am very comfortable with the supplies that I have. Thanks to the fire giant grind that I did in September, October, and November, I do have my own rune arrows. I didn't have to buy these. I have like 5,000 rune arrows from fire giants, so that definitely saved a lot of GP there. For anyone who wants to know, rune arrows are currently like 300 each, so you do the math, they can be pretty expensive. But we sold even other items in the game. We ended up selling my stack of nature runes. No, these weren't all from blue dragons. However, I did loot over 1,000 nature runes from this blue dragon grind. When it comes to the total profit that I made a total of 9.6 mil profit. If I didn't use any ranging potions, however, this would definitely be about a 10 mil profit. I think I used about 35 ranging potions in this grind, so you do the math. I bought them for 8k, so that's what, 300k worth of ranging potions. And then we got the amount of iron darts that I bought, but I really only used like 10,000 of them, so that's like 500k. 300 plus 500, that's 800k in supplies. It's about 9.6 mil profit, which is still pretty nice. For anyone who would like to know where I'm getting that number, well, as you guys saw throughout the videos, we completed a total of 10 hard clue scrolls, and I went over the numbers. In rune items alone, I got 500 and what was it, 518k in rune items. This is at a high alchemy price, And then we got an extra 170k in other items like the black d'hide items, the runes, and the food. We also have 2 heart clue screw rewards though that were unaccounted for where I didn't record, but let's just assume I made 50k in both of these rewards. So in total, 788k right there. That's really that's almost the supplies alone. And then you have my d'hides and my dragon bones. If I were to sell my dragon bones too, definitely about 10 mil plus in GP is what I made this past week. Thank you guys for the continuous support for the channel and the videos. This is why I'm pushing out videos like crazy at the moment. As you guys know, Christmas is pretty much around the corner. I might have one more video for you guys before then. Otherwise, I will see you guys after Christmas. I look forward to the new year because there are a lot of goals, you know. There's a lot of goals that I have for myself. Slayer might come out next year, hopefully, but we'll get into Slayer in another video. Otherwise, you guys take care as always, and bye.